Hola chicos, yo soy Violet y aquí les traigo la partida entre Team Liquid versus OG por el torneo Epicenter de Moscú, temporada 2. Una gran partida la que vimos y como siempre Miracle mostrando lo que más sabe hacer.
Yeah, it could be. I could see them rolling over their opponents, but they have to win the laning stage, I feel. Otherwise, I feel like OG just has... It's either they have to win the laning stage, or the Nyx Assassin has to make a lot of kills happen
I was gonna,
in the mid-game.
do you think Liquid will put more than just the Nyx Assassin down there just to put more pressure onto Notel early on?
I don't think they can do that with those two supports. I just don't think it's going to work out very well. Like, you don't just put Pudge in the offline, because he's got HP, but he doesn't have armor. So they could just X him and kill him like 3 times, I think. Or Glimpse with Torrent or something. I don't know. They've got ways to deal with him. And with Naga in the safe lane, like all you need is level 2. One Ensnare and 1 Riptide, and I feel like you're just gonna nail him every single time.
Let's have a look, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very big warm welcome to you all tuning in for this one. Game 3 of OG versus Liquid. We're not too sure on the exacts, but looking at the group, all we know is this game is important. Neither of these teams are safe. Neither of them are guaranteed to go home. And there we have it. Let's keep the poll going. A Purge poll appears.
It is active. Do you think OD Pixel will miss first blood? Exclamation yes.
First blood. I ain't missing
if you think he will, exclamation
it.
No. If you think he will miss it. And I'm gonna do my best not to direct his attention to the correct place, because that is what a good co-caster would do.
Look at this.
Give me your answers.
Talking about my attention being drawn away, liking this. Mind Control, he's got the new set on. Looking very crabby. With the crab Nyx Assassin.
Look at his little bug crab eyes.
Yeah. Here we go. This is going to be first blood. I ain't going to miss it. I'm on it.
I don't know if this is going to work. This is dangerous. They're walking high ground. They're like, maybe this is going to... Oh, they put the ward down. Never mind. They can see. Oh, that's a kind of a cool way to do it. Are they going to hook into this, maybe?
He's
They're
still
thinking
yet
about
to
it.
skill. Yeah, GH is holding on to it just in case he feels it's necessary.
I think that was the idea. Because
Yeah.
if they're smoke, they should see their opponents. Oh, that was very, very sloppy. Okay. Well,
I mean, at least they secure the room.
you missed. Didn't catch first blood yet.
I can't catch it if it doesn't occur.
Let's see how things are going. Not looking good for you.
I'm
Not
getting more
good.
people saying no at least than were in the last game. To be fair, that was after the game had occurred, so it's a little one way.
The votes are basically they're basically done. We're getting some yes votes, but that's about it. That means you will miss it, no matter what. Kunkka with an Orb of Venom, actually. Interesting choice.
Interesting starting items here for Jarrett.
I think he's looking for Pudge as well.
He's going to smoke up for this.
Oh, he wants the courier. Alright, he's going to wait for it. Don't get too close to the tower. Ooh, he's really close. Just waiting. He's waiting for the courier. Oh, and it's just a little delayed. He could have just waited. Oh,
he's going to go back. He's kind of dipping
that's
and
a
diving.
courier. That's a courier right there. Nobody expects the Kunkka courier snipe at level 1.
Hey, the taunt as well. He's out of there.
No salve then. Zero cargo.
Just tangos.
Oh, I was going to say. It said on mine that it was Zero Network.
Yeah, it did as well. But oh, look, we've got a flashy showing up here.
Oh, thank God.
Man, look at that. Thanks.
Thank God somebody did Valve's job.
Shout out to Buka, yeah. Valve got it wrong.
So, not a lot of regen then for the Invoker. He needed to go Exort first. But on the bright side, he's against the Jug, so it won't be too harassed. By the way, great snipe. That's like, what, 175 gold to everybody on the team? That's like a gank's worth of gold for everybody. Fast boots now for S4 in a moment. Safe lane for Notel. Instantly gets Quelling and the poor man's shield. Just a really good start.
Mid lane. They're making a bit of a go here onto Miracle, and it does have the Blade Fury. He's going to want to dive then. In fact, Miracle's just going to turn around, start hitting him back, and with the Sunstrike, off point. It might not matter though. Ooh. Just managed to get himself just up.
No cells. Lost a lot of regen from that one, and he picked up Blade Fury at 2, so can't even rely on Healing Ward. Now Jarex, he's real happy with this.
He's like, go back to base, Anna. I'm taking this lane.
This is my lane. I'm the carry now. I'm the mid.
Yeah, Anna's got to be so careful. I mean, especially with Sunstrike, hasn't got the mana for it.
Okay, he's super safe.
There we go. There's the sound back out. Sana will be back into a bit of a better fighting position. Top lane, the man. Taking a fair few of these sticky napalms, but he's got the time walk and such. Should be okay. Mid lane.
Damn it.
I heard you not talking about that person, but I ain't gonna miss it.
Alright, look how many wrong people we got.
Look at that. Chat was wrong.
That is 120 incorrect people. I'm sorry. 120 correct people and 365 incorrect people.
There we go.
Oh, another Sunstrike.
Nearly gets him as well, but Anna actually comes back in for the CS, and that saves his life, dodging that Sunstrike. But yeah, great way to start, and already we're just seeing the power that this finger has. X mark, a pretty damn good spell.
Yeah, it is. And this is the first time Pudge has been able to walk through, but doesn't even have hook.
It's bottom lane. Pretty much as you said, as soon as that ensnare comes online, OG will continue to try and at least harass out Mind Control very heavily. Mid lane though, that's where it's going to be again where the focus is. They're closing it onto Miracle. They have the X mark, but GH, he pulls Ana away. He's hoping for one of them. It will save Miracle. Now they can in fact turn. They look towards Ana. They get the kill. Jarex is trying to chase GH, but he can't close the gap. He'll turn toward Miracle. He tried to back up, but the creeps killed him. And Jarex survives. Oh, Miracle.
Oh, can he do this?
Oh, no. Oh, he's got it. Oh, he's got it. Jarex. Oh. This is his lane now. Ana, you're playing support. Jarex is the new core in town.
Oh, he made it work. And, okay, I don't know if you read that one or not. Maybe. That was a very obscure tree to eat.
All skill, Pudge, that Sunstruck.
What did you read this game? Man. I thought Jarex was going to die, and then you look at Invoker and you realize the creeps have been wailing into him.
Bottom lane, Mind Control. Be a little careful. Fly is there. Level 1 Thunderstrike is not going to be enough, I don't think, to outdo the regen here. I mean, Mind Control playing on the edge of it all, just making sure he doesn't miss out on a single strand of XP.
He's got a stick anyways. No big deal. Fly's going to wait for the bounty.
Oh. Be a little careful. GH is here with a level 2 hook as well. Does have the catch potential.
Guy's only got 2 times as much HP as him. Come back to the lane. Another nuke. Fly's going to be out of mana though.
For sure, yeah, he's going to have to back up. GH has actually got an invis, so this is a little risky.
Oh, this is cool. Radiant scanned here, which shows him that the Pudge did not go straight to the next bounty rune. So they probably know that Pudge is in the area.
Well, if they did, Fly didn't do anything, finish to get away. He will put down the field, try and juke it out. Sunstrike, again, is not going to connect. The hook from GH certainly will. They get themselves one. Mind Control with the body blocks as well. And they've got a lot of block damage to come out to No-Tail. GH jukes out the Torrent. Jarex turning up to town will be enough to make sure the No-Tail's safe. Sounds up, clarities as well. But they do lose the Disruptor.
Jarex is so stacked right now. He's got Phase and level 4, so he's got 2x, 2 Torrent. This is so dangerous for his opponents. 2.5 seconds slow, 150 magic nuke, that's reliable. Miracle and the chase with Phase and Orb of Venom. That's insane.
Miracle, he's got to be careful here. Jarex, he's going to be able to lead in with the Torrent as well. He doesn't even need an X-Mark to start things off. The Sunstrike will be split between the two as well, so Ana don't care. And again, Jarex, with these rotations, he is playing... these two games, the Earth Spirit performance and now this Kunkka, it's next level. It really is.
We're going to have a Shrine as well for 2 heroes, just perfect efficiency. Fly heads to the off lane, possibly looking for a kill S4. Haven't looked at him much this game, but he is level 4 at the moment.
He's got a Fairy Fire with the Sunstrike. Oh! Just fouled it. Okay.
He definitely ran a little bit to the left, so it was
yeah, he dodged it, but you're right. But the Kuroki's right clicks are too strong.
And this is historically a really good bat matchup as well. Totally forgot about that in the draft. Another X full. This is so hard to kill him. Never mind, he's getting low.
Yeah, with the Riptide, physical and armor reduction, it's going to bring down low, but GH is there with a save. Rips No-Tail away. Mind Control will survive. Neat little play there from GH.
So the Void is good against Batrider because he can use time dilation. So after Napalm comes out, you can prevent it from being recasted for 6 seconds at least. It doesn't last super long, but it provides a lot of slow.
Mid lane, Ana, he just gets himself a solo, moves in with the Blade Fury and Omni Slash as he forces Miracle away from the creeps. And this mid lane, it's just, obviously a lot of it down to Jarex's early pressure. In fact, talking about Jarex, he's just found himself a Roman Pudge. GH has been oh no! GH still gets the kill on Ana! What was Ana doing? Oh, Ana! Oh, he was having such a good time in the mid lane, but then he gets hooked.
This is Jarex's lane once again. This is not Ana's lane. This is Jarex's lane.
Jarex is loving it. He's yeah. Oh, what a shame, Ana. You died. Oh, what a shame. I'll take this lane. Get myself level 6. He's going to hit 6 very early. 6.5 minutes in. He's halfway through level 5. Oh, I can't believe Ana dies there. Oh, this.
That's pretty amazing. Kunkka's boat is actually going to be huge this game too against things like Chronosphere. You can apply the Rum debuff, throw up a healing ward with that, changes everything. S4 goes down again.
Talking about Chronosphere, they just use it straight up to set up with the 3 of them. You know, once you get a Chrono, there's going to be more than enough follow-up control between the Pudge and Line. They get themselves the kills.
Curious to see what Matoma Man does item-wise. Orb of Venom treads, Stout Shield, no Poor Man's. Didn't feel the need, which I guess is fair, because you usually sell it pretty quickly anyways. They're going in.
Have it. Torrent to set up. They'll look to chase down. They get the X-Mark to bring him back post-Time Warp. He'll try for the TP out. Is he going to make it? It's going to be close. But he will survive. Just down in time. Smart heads-up play there to go straight for the TP as soon as he's brought back.
They definitely did the right thing with the chase, but maybe could have left him out there with X a bit longer. Perhaps.
Hey, Sing kills the kitty cat, now turns around and I gets the hook. Anna, he will have to Blade Fury himself away from that one.
That was pretty dangerous. The Pudge was 6 there. I mean, it's still a little early, but Anna's been getting hooked a lot this game, that's for sure.
Yes. CS is still very good for him. 49 for 10 against Miracle's 22 for 9. Those 4 deaths on the Invoker heavily hurting him because of the way OG's playing on this full lane. Jack, he's got his eyes on it again. He's looking for the heads up torrent, and again, it connects. He's able to walk in, get the follow for X-Mark. Oh, but Jerax, the support god, does not have detection. And Miracle can ghost walk at him.
Well, this is a common problem. It's when you have too much money, you're like, hey, I can get my earn really early. And then you don't
get
delay it for 180 gold to get your dust. It happens. Hopefully it doesn't make that mistake again. That's definitely costly. That would have been another...
I mean, that would have just... Oh, okay, they still get it.
Anyway.
Anna gets the solo. He moves in with the Omni Slash and catches him straight up. The same time, down bottom, they will lose Disruptor. The rest of Liquid now trying to surround Notail. They don't get it. They look for the X-Mark grab onto Kuroki, but Jerax doesn't have any Torrent or follow-up, so Kuroki will be fine. At the end of the day, they're losing Invoker. Miracle dying solo against Anna. Bottom lane, they get a support kill, but it really is this mid lane that's just an absolute one-sided affair. You've got level 9 on Anna. Miracle, oh, he's getting gone on again. The S4 Fireflies across the tree line. Can they take him down to the Firefly? No, Miracle will survive. And now the punishment comes. Now look, dropping the Chrono. Oh, he still gets caught out. S4 just passes over him. Whilst Miracle is still invis, and he still dies. The Chrono will allow them to get the kill onto Anna. Matuma, Man, and Kuroki, they need to find more, but Fly is going to be there to hold Kuroki off. Matuma turning towards S4. S4 in a lot of trouble. Firefly still unavailable, and Matuma will pick up the double kill. But Liquid, they've got some heavy playing to do. This Miracle's Invoker getting absolutely destroyed. He's 6 deaths in the mid lane. He's only level 6. Anna halfway through level 9. He's so far behind.
He's just queuing up the Midas now. And you're supposed to have a Midas around this time. And he's just starting. He has nothing else. GH on the mid lane getting torrented here.
Again, just the setup is perfect. He'll try and get a kill in response onto Jerax. It's not going to happen. Tries for the deny.
Almost worked.
That doesn't get out either. The Sunstrike's going to be off point as Jerax jukes it out in the river, knows that it's coming, doesn't make the straight line straight back for base. But this is... Yeah, they've got to try. Somehow Miracle's got him to get himself back in this game, but he is a far, far way away from being involved.
I think the easiest way this is going to work is if they start getting Sunstrike kills. That's definitely a good way to accelerate, but getting it from his lane, not so possible here. Just jungling Sunstrike kills. And if we look on the other side of the map, Mind Control's actually going for... Is this a Helm of the Dominator? It's the Helm of the Dominator. Nyx Assassin Helm of the Dominator. Never seen this before.
I guess you have an insane regen, but that is...
I mean, you can... I think the purpose is that... I've been thinking about this a little bit. This is my thought. Grabs a creep that can push lanes. Okay. And he uses that creep to push lanes. That way, while he's out ganking, he's still farming. And he's still pressuring the map. That's one of the big downsides to heavy gank heroes like this. Like, he can push lanes with Impale, but then your opponents know where you are, and they don't play scared. So, get something done. You can think of it as a Midas in some ways. You won't get the gold, or you won't get the experience, but you'll definitely get gold. Just got to get, what, 220 every 100 seconds? That's easily doable with one creep. Especially if you're waiting around for a hero to TP back in. Downside is he has no mana. That part's going to suck. Could be effective, we'll see. See Kuro rotate. He's got level 6 actually, so definitely kill possibility here against Nog. Tanky though, and he's got a raindrop.
Mid lane as well, we've got a bit of a setup attempt going in. They've got the X-Mark. Torrent isn't going to connect. This time Jerax off point with the timing.
Feel it anyways, I guess.
Bottom lane, Liquid's movement will be successful. Kuroki and Mind Control, they open up with the finger. They blow up. See if Anna can get anything in response. They're trying to body block Kuroki here with the illusions. In fact, they don't even need that because S4 will come in with a wraparound. Punish Kuro. But at the end of the day, a big kill for Liquid, putting an end to Notail's free lane.
And the kill came to Miracle as well, so he gets experience, gets a little bit closer to the Midas. Gloves of Haste is the first pickup, so it's going to be a long road to the hand of Midas.
Anything that can kind of just get him back into this game.
They got Chronosphere though. They might jump on Jerax here. He's pretty tanky, 1100. Oh, he's trying to read it.
Yeah, he was prepared for that as well.
Oh yeah,
on himself.
the ward in that position.
Top lane, Fly, trying to outplay GH. what's going to happen for the time being, as Fly is going to be the one to pay for this. GH gives him the rot rundown. Take the kill. At the same time in the middle lane, things have opened up as well for Liquid. They've got the stun. Montana does still have an Omnislash, but he's being chain stunned up. GH coming across as well. S4 trying to break the fly up with the flame break. Anna's still alive. Gets the Omnislash out, but Matuma will be able to time walk out. Anna's got to get himself away from this all. He's ticking down low as the run wears off. GH is only going to end up hooking Matuma in the backside. KuroKy will fall. Sunstrike, it connects. Miracle gets himself a big pickup there. Getting the kill on Anna. 500 gold in the back.
Getting closer to the mice, and now it's not looking too far behind. 600 gold to go, and it's only been about 3 minutes or so. And in the meantime, other stuff's happening on the map as well. The fact that GH can get a support kill in the meantime, hugely beneficial. Only 1300 gold advantage for OG. 2300 for Naga. Once he gets Radiance, everything gets a lot harder, that's for sure.
They're going to try and fight as well.
Slightly delayed, so I think Liquid's definitely getting back into this.
See what they
This is kind of a tell though. Pudge used his ult on
OG scanned out, then no miracles here. He's very low. He does have the shrine amongst him. They're going to throw everything in him. They get the static storm. The boat flying through as well. The shrine heal isn't enough. And OG with an incredibly successful smoke gang don't only find 2, they look to find 3 as well. KuroKy getting X marked back, surrounded by the side, and OG claim a 3rd. Brilliant smoke, great scan, and they found the perfect catches. Taking Miracle down again for a 7th time and putting another hold on his Midas tower.
You're definitely right. That was a perfect read. They saw Invoker a little low, and they know when that happens, he's going to go hit up the Ancients in a lot of cases. And doing it by the Shrine is supposedly the safest place.
It wasn't enough.
Your allies should be able to TP. You have high ground if they approach, but they got there just before he did, and as a result, it was a super easy setup. I think the Kunkka had an Invis as well, something like that. So he walked right up in there.
I mean, he got the perfect opening. Yeah, Fly's just a quick play to lay everything down after. There was no chance for GH and for Miracle. They were trapped.
Smoke coming on Liquid side though. They pop it. It's going to be Pudge with Lion. He's got Finger of Death back up again, so most likely they're looking for the Naga Siren.
That would be the perfect catch.
Any delay to the Radiance is going to make their game easier.
And the delay's got to come soon. He's 3,400 towards the Relic.
Ooh, this is actually a big negative. They put the ward there. They don't realize though that OG spotted that, and he does break 1 smoke on Kuro. No Tail's going to hide in a bit of a secret spot.
He's keeping himself right behind the trees. Interesting spot as well. This is a good hiding place. They don't see him from here. They have to be up top to get him. Now with the song, they're going to look to try and set something up here. S4 and the boys coming through. OG in full force. Fly's got a static storm. He can lay that down with the kinetic field. Trap 2 out. And this is only going to help No Tail's Radiance Fund absolutely massively. KuroKy trying to turn, but he's in so much trouble. He'll only get the stun out onto No Tail. The Thunderstrike and the right clicks from Fly enough to bring him down as KuroKy and GH will fall. Mind Control still alive for the time being. S4 still has a lasso. Mind Control, he'll try and TP out, but S4's going to be in there with the ult, holding him back, dragging him underneath the tower. The courier taunts him as it flies among him, and Fly and S4 will find a 3rd. Double kill for Fly, and as brilliant as OG smoke was Liquid, they were just unable to emulate it. That coming across, as soon as that was dispelled, OG knew exactly what was happening.
Yeah, and they have full control over the wards that Liquid places well. They're going to get the one in the Roche area, and we'll see if they fly the courier to the other cliff spot.
Bottom lane, Matuma is chronoed Anna, but him himself doesn't have enough damage. I mean, GH trying to come in. Is there a chance for Anna to get out of this days? So they will get the kill, but S4, he can pick up some trades here. He'll get one of them. Now looking to chase down for more. 2 stacks onto KuroKy, the drag back onto Matuma. Straight right back. He's got one more time walk. He'll go for the TP out. Do they have enough damage? They don't. So Matuma will escape.
Pretty good trade. Healing Jug is definitely very good. Well, I do feel like OG's dealing with all the aggression that Liquid's putting out right now. At least the last couple engagements. And like Invoker just got his Midas, and we're 16 minutes in. Normally, remember the first game? He had Midas, he had Ags, he had Yules at 20 minutes, and he's just queuing up his Ags now. He's about to finish his point booster, so very, very different farm path from the last couple of games. All comes down to a couple engagements.
Of course.
Radiance is almost up too.
Yeah, it's very nearly done. And that is the big worry for Liquid. Control does have eyes onto S4. Set up with the spike carapace. Has more than enough to buy the time for Kroki to come in. No way you're missing that, Sunstrike. Next to, oh, does he actually get out? Has he got stick charges? He has. He gets out. The one charge is the escape. The Omni Slash from Mana to find the clutch kill. And they're going to even get more out of this. The drag back with the glimpse brings Mind Control back into it. And they just don't kill S4. Oh, are they chaining it onto more? He's got a shrine. Is he going to pop? No, he's going to continue to try and run. They're low on mana, but the field from Fly, it's enough. And OG get themselves the triple for the Juggernaut.
Oh, such a good fight. Batrider was so tanky there between drums, wand, and fused.
And he took everything. Sunstrikes, it just wasn't enough.
The sad part was they would have had a Finger of Death to make that easier, and they didn't use it. And I don't really blame him. That didn't feel like a good use. But he gets the wand charge off. The Kunkka TP saves him.
Jarrett's just being a real look at this.
He's going to Armline now.
5-0-11. He is having the perfect Kunkka game.
Yeah, really is.
And again, with the armlet, it's complete.
It's been a while since we saw Armlet Kunkka. Almost all support Kunkkas have been just focused on their spells and their mobility, but it's Armlet time.
He packs a fair bit of a punch with that time right now.
I know you like cleave, man. Well, this is going to be cleave, and Armlet's one of the best damage items in the game. Not to mention for Kunkka, you can turn it on, get all buff, hit once, and then turn it right off. You don't even take that much damage.
Set anything up with this.
Grabs it really safely too. With
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't even think they saw this. I'm pretty sure.
No, they don't know that. Yeah, they don't have any vision of that. And yeah, Kroki is going to get X'd up. There's the time to follow through. Will get saved by the hook from GH, but I say that he's been glimpsed back immediately. He's surrounded by the kinetic field. Jarrex puts the armlet on. They'll stun him, but they do not want to go in onto this. They need to block off any sort of a chance to try and help Kroki. And the radius burn from the illusions chasing him down. He will still survive. They get the hook. Andor onto No-Tail. Can they burst him with a finger in the Sunstrike? They can. Big kill for Liquid. Can they get anything more out of it? Matuma Man dragged back, but he has the time walk. The boat flying in. Matuma lays down the chrono. He doesn't have the damage really to go in onto Ana. They're trying their best. With Miracle they can. As the rest of Liquid come back into the fight. Do manage to lock him down post chrono. Get the kill. GH seeing if you could get more there with a hook connection, but he doesn't quite. But as we saw then, this time, the fight around the shrine not paying off for OG.
Yeah, that was the most typical don't fight at shrine fight I've ever seen. It looked so good for them, but all of a sudden the hook on the Naga changed everything. Way out of position, no way to save him. And an easy kill. So now Liquid, game is back in their hands a little bit. There's still a gold advantage for OG, but that was a bit detrimental. And if you've been curious what he's been doing with his Helm of the Dominator, it's just a catapult.
Okay.
It does a lot of damage to towers right now.
Yeah, well, the siege damage what means an extra 250%. It's something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was something huge like that. Not to mention that when you take a catapult and use Helm of the Dominator, it gets extra HP too. Helps a little. But it does get a kill. Stop paying attention. Eggs a Hellbear instead. Also very good at pushing. And if we look at his farm level right now, he is actually pretty good. He's right behind Batrider, which is honestly amazing considering he's 1, 2, and 3. He must have been getting a lot of last hits with it. 65 last hits for him. Yeah. Or maybe Bat's just fighting all the time. Who knows?
See, but some mana, of course, with his build, Vlad's Manta stuff. Sometime before he has the mana. I'll be interested to see what he goes for after that. Do you think he does go for the Diffusal, or
yeah, 100%.
This game Diffusal is solid?
Yeah. I don't think you can pass it up if you go Manta as well. It's just the damage amplification is huge. Manta by itself is kind of a bad damage item, but you need it to remove silence and stuff like that. So also it's very good as an anti-Omni-Slash item. So Diffusal Blade most likely after. Give him good kite potential. He can kill Kunkka really easily. This is one of the downsides to Jarrett's build is that he's not as mobile.
Bottom lane. Ana, he's going to get straight up hooked. The backup is there, but they do have the song. No tail. Looks to be enough to save him. While I say that, there is a mind control Nyx waiting for him. Will land a stun, and in fact, this is going to buy time for the rest of Liquid to head down there. There is a Chronosphere if Matuma Man feels the need to commit it, and he will. They're not messing around. They know that this is a huge kill to get. They'll surround him. The hook beautifully threads past Matuma Man, and Liquid get him. Perfectly done, and again, mind control in the right place at the right time. I think Ana thought he was safe there after No Tail saved him, but surprise, Nyx assassin.
It was costly spell-wise for Liquid, but completely worth it there. It cost them Chronosphere, but their opponents also use Song of the Siren. No song for 82 seconds now. So Naga is accelerating, but it's every fight in the last couple have been not good for them. And I think it's only going to go well if they get a couple heroes group, use Song, and then follow it up with with a static storm, but they don't even want to try for that because it's just so difficult. If Pudge is in the area and he's not in the static storm, he's going to hook somebody out. And it has really shown in the way that OG's been playing. They've been a little bit more passive in the last couple games.
Yeah, this game 3 certainly turning out to be the close one we would hope for, you know. This game definitely not feeling like one that's just going to suddenly swing one way. Both teams with a lot of potential.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Miracle being eyed up in the middle lane. S4 coming across from the tree line. Miracle has to be careful. There's going to be the jump. They've got the lasso. Is there any way the Liquid can save this Invoker? It doesn't look like they can as he's stuck in the static storm. And OG get themselves a big pick-off.
I thought that he might click on the Forge Spirit. They were so close to each other there when he went for the lasso, but that's a new strategy. Just summon so many units your opponents can't click on you directly. Might be a good one. Take the tier 2 after the Invoker kill and continue pressure the map. Illusions to cut the creeps. Pretty much perfect for them. Nyx investing in a Manta style to push out the bot lane. Just kidding.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Somebody actually did that one of my games recently. I was very upset.
Over the illusion.
No, they got a Manta style in Nyx Assassin. Or they're trying to build it.
What?
Yeah, that's real bad.
Why
It's
did you do that?
I don't know.
Radiant's
That was like a
bottom tower
orchid or
is
something.
under attack.
Could have bought anything else.
Did he not have a Yules?
Nah, he didn't have much. He was like Dagon. He was like 3K.
Dagon
He was like a
Manta
2K player.
style. My goodness. Why are you playing with 2K players? Well, you did.
It was the other night.
Are
I
you
played
sure?
in the room that one night. It was hard to find people to play with. I don't remember. It was international. That's what it was.
Ah, international.
That's my excuse.
That's just crazy.
Jax did so well early, but I'm doubting this armlet right now. I think it was not the. I think he needed a force or blink. There's too much mobility on his opponents. It's just too hard to take fights. They might. Oh yeah, that's some heroes.
GH responds immediately, and they're out of there. They don't want to take this fight. They know that OG's crap into this. That Torrent nearly did get him.
There was the wailing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can you get anything more? Let's just pop the drums.
Oh, this is
Oh,
bad.
they're surrounding him. Liquid not wanting to buy onto him, at least just making sure that he's unable to get the lasso. And they will back away. Control very close to having that blink dagger. A lot of space being created for Miracle. Now Miracle, he really is making that recovery. He's died 8 times, but now he's only 1k behind Anna. It's been the recovery that, you know, we do see a lot of Invokers do. If they get that Midas and they're proficient players, they can pull it off. But Miracle, he's certainly pulled it off against the Eggs this game.
There he is. I've stolen a couple kills, but you know, that's part of the game.
That's what you gotta do.
I'll go back to the top lane to split push a bit. Should be just fine. Oh yeah, they actually X'd him. That way he can split push even more effectively. Killed most of the creep wave. Didn't get a chance to mirror image while he's up there, which is actually fairly detrimental for him since Miracle can split push it in, but would have been a little easier. We'll just go cut creep waves at spawn. Still a really big gold advantage for OG though. 4,500.
Oh, this smoke could catch 2, but all quick with the blink out. S4 will survive. They catch Jerax, they will punish the Aberrant. Kunka's down, Song comes in. OG, they're seeing if they can try and fight back into this one, find some sort of a setup. Miracle comes in from outside of the Song though. Drop the Tornado and EMP. They will get the Static Storm Kinetic Field Trap onto Matuma Man, but the Shrine is healing him up. Matuma Man will survive. OG, they can't get the kill. They've lost S4. They surround No-Tail Liquid. They get themselves the third, and now they're moving in for more. And a try for the TPR, but he gets bashed. Matuma Man with the RNG now looks to continue the chase down here. There's 5 of Liquid hot on the heels of Anna. Is the speed of the phase going to be enough to save him? Matuma Man, no! He gets the bash, the deafening blast, and the Sunstrike. Miracle gets the triple kill. What a fight for Liquid. OG, they tried to come back in with a song, but they should have just tucked their tails and run.
Absolutely. Everybody was too spread out. They put pings down. They want to fly to try to aim for the double catch, but that was a nightmare right there. Fly had that happen in the game they lost yesterday, I believe. He tried to catch 2 in the Static Storm and it didn't work out. And then what happened was OG just split targets. No-Tail goes for the Lion because he doesn't want to deal with him. A lot of boat damage being done in the Roche pit, but it's not going to stop them from killing it.
Yeah, no Siren, no Song, nothing they could do. And with that, look at the net worth. That is just Miracle's back on top. It's as if the laning stage never ever happened.
They will chase for some pressure, but it's hard for them even to get Naga Illusions near here because mana drain. One shot, lots of gold going to Crow every single time. In fact, we can take a look just how much.
Okay, 470. You've got to break down
Lion's
those
been very active with that. 290 gold for him, 10 gold.
Oh, there we go.
Next assassin got some, but obviously that was during the lane, so it's going to be a big source of gold for Lion.
Superman. Actually, well, we wondered if he would get the defuse, but it looks like he's queuing up for the BKB, and I guess this is understandable as well, because the song can really put a spanner in his works.
That's true. Absolutely.
If he doesn't have that.
For those of you that don't know what that means, that's a wrench.
A spanner? That's not. You have spanners in the match. Right?
Nope, we call it wrench.
Like if someone's being stupid, they're being a spanner.
Nope, nobody says
Call
that.
someone stupid a wrench?
Nope, we don't.
I guess it doesn't really make sense, because spanners, wrenches aren't stupid, they fix things. It's an insult. Sunstrike, of course, Miracle. We'll reveal that they have that ward there. But hey, they'll take the kill. He sees the kills and he takes it.
Was that just a random sunstrike, or was that like
no, they've got the ward, they've got the ward. He was down here. He was farming the creeps.
I mean, I assume that he saw a hero, but okay. I assume they had a ward of some kind, or vision.
Getting a mid lane, the jump in, but S4, that's a forehead surrounded by 4, and he is actually going to live. It's a reverse forehead, it's a pod jam. He'll survive. There's the song counter to the chrono, but Timmerman now surrounded. Maybe this is the fight that OG can turn, but the static storm surrounds him. They try to hook him out, but the illusions block the hook. But Timmerman, he may still survive though. He gets forced back. Can he live here? He's brought back, still gets the time walk out, but Timmerman, but now he's going to get brought back again. The X-Mox drags him back in the end, ticking him down though, but he's still got the time walker, but Timmerman will manage to escape everything.
Both teams really. Man, Batrider looks so close to dead, but the Savior creep wave walked in, split the Sunstrike and the healing ward as well to keep his HP full, but they just did not have the damage to kill Void. They did, but they didn't want to commit the Omni Slash. It looked like a guaranteed kill, but their damage is it's just not high enough.
Yeah, they only got you got the Omni and they get the GH kill, but yeah, GH the only one to die in that. That's quite a miracle, really. Everything was dropped.
Mostly, except for the Omni. I didn't see a boat combo. Maybe Jarek's gonna die.
No, Omni came out, didn't it? See, miracle starting to style.
Yeah, I think Jarek's certainly spent his money on the wrong stuff this game. The armlet was not the move. I think the phase was completely fine. But look at this kill. Okay, that's a line. They can do that one.
Good one there. So if you get more mind control, actually, as Renzo, Liquid can still fight this, but Timmerman just jumps in, pulls the Disruptor to pieces. If we can get anything more out of this, Anna will escape with Blade Fury, but Liquid opening up the space to put some pressure on this bottom tower, and they can finish it off. Tier 2, very, very low here. 22 to 25, and as we see, just each kill, each tower, swinging it between the two of them. This game is so damn close.
It is really close. Keeps going back and forth. Yeah, it's just, I haven't felt presence with Kunkka in like 10 minutes at least. Pudge feels so much more useful right now than the Kunkka does.
I mean, in fact, do you remember when I said he was 5-0-11? That was quite a while ago.
Yeah, he's 5-0, 5-2 and 12 now.
Yeah, so he's got one extra. It really has slowed down massively what he's been able
Radiant's
to do.
middle tower is under attack.
He had such a good early, but to be fair, he had such a good early game. It's hard to compare.
He had an amazing early game, but this is one of those times where your early game's so good, you spend your money on items that don't completely make sense. You just think they do because you're so far ahead. And they probably did temporarily, but ever since then, it's all been, if he gets nuked at all, he dies. If he gets stunned at all, he dies. And he has no utility other than his skills, which he already had before he spent the gold. Slight mistakes there, kind of costing them a bit.
KB progress. 1200 away. The rest of them are We're getting that level 18 as well. Miracle, levels are coming out his backside with the minus level 21 now on the Invoker. Very much back on the route that he wants to be. Having the Aegis, the Lincolns, the Aghanim's. And we'll be looking for the BKB as well himself, so totally understandable in these very chaotic fights. You need to be able to not worry about the massive amounts of control OG have between the Kunkka and the Disruptor.
I think both teams need a lot of BKBs this game, and they are building a few. Batrider needs one, 100%. That is his item. He's going to skip Force Staff. It's the most important thing because he needs to build it against the next assassin. Mind Control's reaction in that last fight where Batrider almost died was insane. Instantly in to reflect the damage and guarantee that Batrider gets locked down. Once he gets BKB, at least he can more reliably disable somebody and have some teamfight follow-up. But even still, their damage is weak. Their two supports have good damage, but it's a little situational. Batrider is not the biggest damage hero, and Naga Siren is not the biggest damage carry either. So I think that's really what's costing them some issues here. Even though they can do these like great song setups, they don't have anybody to just blow up whoever's inside of it. Until Juggernaut gets some big items. And right now he's going Manta into Scotty. I think it's a good choice. He needs HP to survive the burst. The slow utility is going to be really effective. But until he gets like an item after this, he's not going to kill like Faceless Void or whoever else really rapidly.
Yeah, it was interesting that he goes for that over the defuse, because he did have the diffusal queued up already. Would he go back?
On Void?
Sorry, the Juggernaut. He went for Scotty instead of the diffusal.
I didn't see him queue up diffusal myself.
He did have it at a point. He did have it queued.
It's the natural progression, but it doesn't increase his HP at all, and it's only good if you're fighting, and he's going to get BKB stun most of the time, so I think it was absolutely the right choice to...
You just got to keep yourself alive.
To focus on HP right now versus just a little bit of right click. He's too vulnerable against this many stuns and nukes. That's absolutely the right choice. He doesn't want to buy BKB either, so... Oh, they did spot Invoker briefly. They know what's in the area. No gem just yet for OG. And No Tail very wisely hiding by trees. Hopefully make this a little easier.
Troy's got eyes on that. He will open up to jump in onto S4, the song.
Oh, this is good. They got two big ones. Invoker can... Nope, they're going to run. Okay. I don't know if they saw it. They probably didn't know that mind control's there. Oh,
actually
great dodge.
missing the Tornado, yeah. And No Tail jukes out the hook as well.
He got a little lucky in that the Ghost Walk ended about the same time the Tornado came on. I guess that's because he cast a spell, huh? Maybe?
And here we have it. He's got the BKB double.
Gank evaded, and they again TP No Tail to the top lane, immediately X pulling back. Actually, did he Manta dodge that one?
Oh, looks like he may want to stay up there. Or maybe inadvertently. He's making the move back to...
He's like, oh shoot, press Manta, hurry.
There we go. He's back down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is... I mean, what's really the next big answer for the change? But Superman's just picked up the BKB, so next time we shouldn't see that problem happen, where he gets instantly held back by the song.
He needs damage now.
Yeah.
Liquid is still very burst heavy, but once the BKBs become commonplace on OG's side, it's going to be hard for Liquid to take fights. Unless they initiate first, which they're very good at. Between Nyx and Blink Dagger Lion and maybe Pudge getting some mobility. Nice, just got to force that, so he's just normal right now. They've got some ways, but when the BKBs come out, it'll be tough. Egg's Disrupt will make a big difference too. But again, that's going to require sleep setups. They do have a level 3 Song of the Siren though, so down to 80 seconds cooldown, so they can definitely abuse that.
No Tail still very much on track with his farm. Very close to having the Octarine done. A few hundred gold, and that Mystic Self will be on its way out to him.
I'm slightly surprised he didn't go for the Ensnare cooldown this game, because Ensnare is so good against Faceless Void. Prevents him from leaping, but I guess attack speed is good too if you want to focus more on carrying. I guess they're lacking right click damage a bit, so could be decent. Jarek's still split pushing out the off lane here. He's picked up or he's queuing up a gem, that is. Okay. Definitely has some mana problems though. The lack of arcane boots really hurting him.
Yeah, it's true. It's only having to make quite a few trips back to base to ensure that he does have these combos that OG needs to pull off in this fight.
Even his counter, he just doesn't care about him. A little surprised, but it does make sense. The torrent damage is kind of crappy. 30 damage is good, but probably doesn't think it's important. So he's just going to split push safely until then.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of his skills, he's just scale so well.
Yeah, they really do. The difference between a third point of torrent and X, third point and fourth point between X and torrent is, I'm sorry, X and Tidebringer. Huge difference.
Oh, things again slowing down for both sides, but both teams not really finding too much. So allowing Anna to get the farm he needs. No Tail continues to farm very well with but now completed Octarine. And the rest of them have on Liquid. Miracle still heading the top of the net worth.
A rare 35 attack speed for Invoker. I think most get +7 stats. So. He is very good at right clicking people. Like this guy, he's going to see the debuff though. Jug might be conquered.
Yeah, still hanging around.
Going to find him. Oh, that was just chance. Happened to spin TP at that exact moment.
Get it. Will be spotted out. S4 actually jumps into this. I mean, he has got a BKB, so he's relying on his team backing him up. No Tail comes in, but there's not going to be a chance for initial song. He gets Chronosphered up. The boat comes in. He's getting bashed. Chain stunned as well. Tornado from Miracle. Can he sing his song? He can. Gets it out. just in time, and that will be enough to allow him to disengage as OG look to get the hell out of there. Miracle hot on the chase, trying to see if he can get some sort of a catch. Control heading forward as well. Will land the stun onto Fly. Kuroki blinks forward, and they should get this disruptor kill. No, Matumba, he blocks JH's hook, it doesn't matter. The force forward's there, they will at least get the disruptor, but my goodness, if No-Tail didn't get the chance to get that song off, that could have gone a lot worse for OG.
Yeah, it was really close. I checked Kuroki's cooldowns right after. He did have Hexo, but he must have been out of range at the moment. They killed Batrider at least on the side. That's a lot better than just the disruptors. They've got to feel pretty decent about that one. Kuro is just farming illusions. Like, he actually just got 120 gold in this like 2-second period. 3 illusions killed. Soon before. Hey, we're gonna click on that button. It is actually so much gold. In fact, there's so many. I'm gonna take a look at a couple.
Look at this though. Matumba and Miracle are trying for Roshan. There's 2 down on OG. Can they do anything else to stop it? Well, OG there's going to jump Panna in. He gets the Omni Slash kill onto Kuroki, and that's going to be enough to shake Liquid up. They're backing out of Roshan. Roshan down to nearly half of his life. And OG will make control around the pit.
The Crow kill is actually huge right now, just because of the illusion one-shot. Even Juggernaut's fed a lot too.
This is some tight stuff from both sides. Really is who's going to slip up. There's a lot of weight on the line in this series. Incredibly crucial for both teams in these very, very close and hairy group stages. Octarine now complete for Miracle. He's nearly level 24, very close to that 25. One more level to go, and then he is going to be at his full maximum power. There we have it. We've got the stat now for it. 1K
took 8 presses. That's insane. 1K gold that he's gotten from illusion.
Definitely.
And pretty soon he'll get the 90 GPM perk. And even the Juggernaut has also fed a lot of illusions too. Well, I press the button, it'll be up in about 2 minutes. Sometimes a couple buttons, but he's, according to the stats, he's 700 gold for Jug Illusions.
For this, OG, they do want to fight this. S4, looking for some sort of an opening. On the side, you have Miracle eyeing up the best way to go. Matumba Man's already popped his BKB. We'll go for the Chrono. Does catch No-Tail. That's going to be, there's no song, but Kuroki, he's already gone. The Torrent, the boat fly him. Kuroki will buy out back. Can they kill No-Tail in time? Can he sing his song? The Tornado comes in, mind control. Looking to get the Vendetta hit through. They'll get the hook and such. No-Tail's down. Kuroki has been trapped in the static storm mode. They've lost 2, but it's OG as well losing 2, and they're the bigger losses with No-Tail down for 60 seconds. OG Anna, he's also been found out here. He'll try and play through himself away. He does have the, he's got the TP, he's doing the blink, back trip. Will it actually work? Oh, it doesn't. The damage instant comes out afterwards. He does get the Omni Slash out, but Matumba Man time walks off the damage. He's stuck in the wall of ice. Liquid, they'll get themselves the Juggernaut as well as the Naga Siren in that fight. Both cores down.
It was actually perfectly timed there. Right as the Tornado ended, his Blink Dagger was still in the backpack.
Yeah, he was trying.
And then it came off cooldown, but he wasn't able to get the blink in time. And a lost fight there. The crucial thing, again, is the Liquid's ability to kill Naga Siren before the sleep, and they got her. It was very close. The boat buff was up. She was getting hit with a lot of healing ward, but Sunstrike cleans it up eventually. Liquid with another great fight. He went for the AoE Deafening Blast this game as well. Will be a really good advantage against Juggernaut. And he's just having a lot of trouble accelerating his items. Like, his net worth is not super high top of the charts.
He's certainly falling behind. Well, yeah, I mean, Miracle is... He's just inaccessible with it. It's just ridiculous how well he recovers. I really can't believe it. If you look back at the start of this game, you know, there have been a lot of people lulling and foreheading, but now it's pog champs all around. And OG, as you said, I mean, how do they make sure that No-Tail can get this off? Is it just he's got to be more careful with his positioning? They've got to keep him right in the back. How do you counter this play from Liquid?
I mean, it's so hard. Liquid's mobility is amazing. They've got Void that can move around with BKB. He's a huge threat. They've got Lion. They've got Nyx Assassin Invis. They've got Invoker running around for things. The one-shotting illusions. They should realize they're here.
Sport does line them up.
How did he get over there so fast?
It was X-Mark.
Oh, okay.
They're doing the X-Mark scouting mission. X-Mark, S4, letting Firefly across the trees, get some good vision.
Oh, they got GH rooted. I mean, every time he runs these illusions in, he's giving so much gold to Curl, but they kind of have to for map control and vision. Boy, is it a lot.
That's
We're up to 2,500 gold now for Naga Siren Illusion. Crazy. That's a lot. But they got to push out the lanes. If they don't push out the lanes, they get collapsed in, and it becomes easier for Liquid to take an engagement.
Liquid, they've got Kuroki picking up a smoke as well, so very much ready to try and go and get that jump onto OG that they require. Try and do something about it. I do hope we get to this point. Jerax, he's doing it. He's looking for the axe.
Yeah, it's actually a little harder to use. I tried it in an overthrow game the other day, and it doesn't go exactly where you put it, like it does now.
Yeah, it goes back to the old school.
Yeah,
boat,
it's very short,
to, yeah.
but I mean, ultimately the goal is to kind of do a vacuum with your boat, right? But he doesn't even have mobility either.
Yeah, he doesn't have a blink to get behind them and drag. Yeah, it's hard.
Gonna be tough. I'm curious to see if he does it well. Like I'm sure he can, but we'll see.
I mean, if anything, one thing that could be kind of nice is the ability to just do it across the chrono and kind of force Matumba out into a stun.
But he's going to be BKB'd, so I don't think it's going to affect him.
You've got to work around the BKB. Yeah. Now we're talking about things to work around. Mind Control's now got a completed acronym, so this Nexus House is going to be so disruptive in the fight. It's going to be even harder for Notel to get the chance to sing the song.
They have so many stuns.
Yeah.
I almost feel like Naga needs to get a BKB.
Oh, and straight up in onto Ana. Little bit of a mess up though. He doesn't commit the BKB, so Song will come through and OG may have a chance to turn. Jerax looking for the perfect setup, but the BKBs now come out in time. They're still focusing in onto Notel. Mind Control burrows up. He's got the control. He's got the stuns. The diffusal blade coming out to Notel. Notel, can he get out of this? He can't. He goes down. Ana tried to turn with the Omni Slash, but he just hasn't got the damage. Looks to get himself away. Fly's going to be taken down by the burst of Kuroki on the side, and Mind Control again burrows up. The initial stuns there onto Ana. Ana, is he going to get out with the Blade Fury? No, he's not. Miracle blinks forward, will get the 4th kill, and Liquid once again dominating the team fight.
They started off with a great Chronosphere, and they're following things up as well. The Song of the Siren was good, but the Disruptor TP'd in at the very last moment. He wasn't able to catch anybody in his ult, and the people he did catch all had BKBs.
And there's a lack of buybacks on OG. Only Notel with one available, and he gets himself straight back in. No Batrider for 40 seconds. One of the pluses being they do still have tier 2s on the other 2 lanes. Jerax heads forward. He's just going to get open them on immediately. Yeah. He's gone, and that is the gem being fed as well.
Yeah, he was in the air when the X ended, and therefore it doesn't go through. It gets cancelled. So he dies as well. 4 dead heroes, and that's going to be a Rax for Liquid here. It looks like they're going to win this game.
This is looking, but now to a 15k gold lead. OG, they will have the chance to put a stop to it. Well, they can't go for the game, Liquid here.
And the other huge thing is they still have their tier 2s up.
Yeah.
So Liquid can't even take a double Rax here. They should be able to take a double Rax, but they can't.
Yeah, the split push from the Naga has been keeping this way.
Alright, so that doesn't ruin everything for them. A 2 Rax would have been really hard to stop considering how the fights are going, but with only 1 Rax falling, they can hold on here, but they've got to win a fight, and it's so hard for them lately.
So hard. I mean, I think they just have to try and fight when Matumba doesn't have the chrono. They've got to get in on this point when there's no ult, and they've just been unable to find that time.
I mean, they just got respawn now, and Chronosphere's up. They don't have the mana for it, but it's so hard for them to find engagements. If Ana didn't get super out of control with items, they're just lacking damage. They're doing setups, but they don't have Disruptor Eggs, and they don't have a right-click carry that does enough. Like, Naga has to go for this on Dream build. He's going to get Diffusal Blade afterwards, but his hero damage is just not good. He'd have to like summon all of his illusions and blow 1 guy up, but there's so much AoE flying around the Liquid side anyways that they can clear the illusions.
Yep.
So even them trying to right-click somebody to death is probably not going to work. Maybe if they get like Ags on Disruptor, then they drain all the mana from Void, maybe then it works, but he's still got Wand, Cheese, there's going to be Arcane Boots from somebody. They're actually out of those, but still. So difficult for them to win this game at this point, or at least win fights. Gotta have perfect engagements. They don't even have like anything kind of cheesy like cleave. It's just damage is straightforward. It's gonna be a lot easier for Liquid to play around the fights and know when's a good fight, no when's a bad fight.
Matumba having quite the game as well. So brilliant chrono. He's not died at all as well.
The 3,300 gold now that Naga Siren Illusions have given to the Dire team. Massive. 900 gold from Jug's Illusions. That alone is honestly providing them a lot of fun. And they've got a lot of GPM perks on top of that. Pudge is about to hit 20 as well.
What can OG do? What can OG do?
Desperately split pushing. That's what they're aiming for, but
they've got to somehow, somehow sort of tackle a fight without Liquid's full 5-man being there. But it's just been proven impossible to do. Liquid have just been playing impeccably. They've constantly been in the positions that they need to. They've always been there to back up the Chrono.
That's all they need, really. The song never really stabilized them enough. And all Jarex can do in the meantime is just slowly split push out the bot lane. Looking at his like 5k golden items that he got so well in the early game, but just doesn't feel effective.
OG, 3 of them hunting up on this top lane. They've got the ward out. They're looking for that catch. They're looking to try and catch someone on their own.
Ideally, somebody farmed. Miracle would be good.
Miracle would be, but he's got a Lincoln's. See if they can proc it and go in with the lasso.
Does he have a ward? Okay, he does have a ward.
There we go. They pop it. They bring him back into the Static Storm. No messing around. They'll get the kill. GH tried for the save. Does end up actually just grabbing the destructive, which is also fun. Gets a kill in return. And they've got to get themselves out, OG. Liquid, hot on the trail, immediately into the tree line. Going for the TP out. S4 will escape. Ana is not going to be as fortunate, though. Matuma Man cuts him off with the Chronosphere. Song from No-Tail. They're trying everything to get Ana out of there. And that Song duration will be enough for the TP. The hook nearly coming in at the end of it all. But No-Tail will save Ana.
He had to leave. Like, No-Tail had to run there because his TP wasn't up, so that was so dangerous. That hook lands, changes everything back around, but that was a super good fight for OG.
Yeah, massive pick-off.
Disruptor absolutely did plan to get hooked there if there was a hook. He did not want Invoker to get out. They wanted to profit from their cooldowns, and luckily they did. No Chronosphere now for 70 seconds. So this is finally time for OG to cross the map and try to make something else happen, something reasonable, instead of this 3 hide somewhere and look for a kill thing. They still got to push the lanes.
Ana does have that butterfly, so a bit more damage now.
Pretty good. I'm honestly not sure if I like the heart choice for Naga Siren.
Okay. Maybe maybe a butterfly over it instead of for her. I mean, you need something because there's so much magical. If you get caught, you're gonna die. Maybe the heart with the HP gives you a bit of a chance. That extra chance to get the song.
Yeah, that's probably the goal. At least the magic burst would do less for him. Or at least possibly have enough raw HP to survive.
The GH is ready to waltz in with the Shiva's Guard, their song, and he's not going to be able to finish out underneath the cover of the song. He'll still continue to try and hit it. Now they've got to back off. The song's done. They do manage to get the root onto Matuma Man. No Chrono for 20 seconds. He eats the cheese, turns around, gets the bash, time walks away. GH with the dismember onto Fly and the hook. They'll take down Disruptor. The Static Storm was out in time though to control Matuma Man, but again, where's the damage from the side of OG? It's not there. And now No-Tail out of mana, stunned up Miracle coming in with a double deafening blast, and that's No-Tail down as well. GH hooks up Ana as well from the low ground, and Liquid again taking the team fights, and OG with no hope. There's just no damage. They just can't do anything, and Liquid, they're just outplaying them now at this stage. Each and every time, 50 minutes, 20k gold lead coming up. They've got to push down on this bottom lane. It's looking so rough for OG.
There wasn't a Chronosphere, but there was a BKB from Void, and it just offset everything that the Naga Sleep did. It didn't give them the chance to set up on the heroes they wanted to. They had to deal with the Void, and then that basically countered Naga Sleep. Kunkka didn't get a combo off on somebody that he probably needed to. Just so tough for them to take a good engagement here with their lack of damage.
As you said, just to really point to it, the fact that was without the Chrono. If they, when they respawn, if there's even a chance for them to do so, there's going to be a Chronosphere. This is almost certainly over for OG as Liquid hitting onto the tier 4s. No buybacks available on OG. Only Jerax and Fly alive. 1 tier 4 down. Liquid pushing on. They've got that AC on Matuma. They've got a lot of damage to bring down these structures, and there's not going to be the chance for OG. GH and Miracle on fountain control, making sure that Fly and Jerax do not leave the base. And in this crucial 3 games, the side of Liquid, they'll take the victory 2-1 as they bring down OG. And what a series indeed.
Yeah, amazing series there. Liquid, very hard fought, but